The Sabarimala temple does not have any ancient or medieval references. Nevertheless, there are extant late medieval references pertaining to the temple. The Pundalam ruling family drafted a mortgage document in 1793. It states that the royal family is pledging the revenue returns, which encompass the income generated by the Sabarimala temple, to the Travancore state. In 1863, Ward and Connor published an article that provided a description of Sabarimala and its vicinity. In the year 1902, the ruler of Travancore issued a directive for the restoration of the Sabarimala temple, which had suffered damage as a result of a fire incident. Cochin, a Mavelikara resident of Christian faith, funded and carried out the reconstruction contract. In the year 1950, temple was rebuilt after arson attack. No charges were brought, and the earlier stone image of the deity was replaced by a Panchaloha and alloy of 5 metals idol, about 1.5 feet tall. Nilkanta Panikkar and his younger brother, Ayyappan Panikkar, who are members of the Thatavila Vishwakarma family in Chenganur, Kerala, created the Panchaloha idol to replace the original stone statue of the deity. Eda Venkadan T.N. Padmanabhanachari from Mavelikara was appointed the supervisor in charge of the new idol by Maharaja Sri Chithiro Tirunal Bolrama Varma. In the early 1950s, through P.T. Rajan efforts, the present Panchaloha idol of Ayyappan was installed at Sabarimalai, and a procession was taken all over Madras state. Architecture and shrines. Edit. The Sannidhanam main temple is built on a plateau about 40 feet high. Powered by dub verse. The 18 sacred steps are the main stairway to the temple. As per the custom followed, no pilgrim without Iramudiketu can ascend the 18 sacred steps. In 1985, the 18 steps were covered by Panchaloha. The northern gate is open for those who do not carry an Iramudiketu, as observed in the 1991 Kerala High Court judgment. Ayyappan's half-brother Ganesha shrine is southwest of the sanctum. Devotees offer part of the broken coconut Nithenga to the fireplace Aji. Ganpati Homam is the main offering. The temples of Ayyappan's trusted lieutenants, Karupu Sami and Kadutha Sami, are positioned as his guardskaval at the foot of the holy 18 sacred steps. The temple of Malakaparathama, whose importance is almost on par with that of Ayyappan, is located a few yards from Sannidhanam. It is believed that Ayyappan had specific instructions that he wanted Malakaparathama on his left side. Prior to the fire disaster, there was only a Pita Prathishta holy seat at Malakapuram. Brahmasri Kandararu Maheswarara Thantri installed the idol of Malakaparathama. Malakaparathama holds a Sank, Chakram and Virata Abhyamadra. Now the idol is covered with a gold galaka. The temple was also reconstructed in the last decade, and now the conical roof and sopanam are covered with gold. Powered by dub verse. Nanamandapam is the place where Ayyappan vanished into the temple. The Sabarimala temple complex includes Pampa Ganapati Temple, Nilekal Mahadeva Temple, and Paliyarakavu Devi Temple. The Nilekal Mahadeva Temple and Paliyarakavu Devi Temple are as old as the Ayyappan temple, and the deities are worshipped as the parents of Ayyappan. Ganapati Temple at Pampa has Pampa Mahaganapati and Athai Ganapati lit. Old Ganesha idols, in Srikavil, the idol from the first Ganesha temple is worshipped. Sabri Dam has a temple for Rama and Hanuman as well. The duration of the pilgrimage to the Sabarimala temple is predetermined. Furthermore, the pilgrims are required to undergo various stages of the pilgrimage in an ordered manner. The pilgrimage to Sabarimala starts on the first day of Rishika month of the Malayalam year, the month of Scorpio, and ends on the 11th day of the new month, the month of Sagittarius. This season of the 41-day pilgrimage is known as the Mandala season. The season is in the months of December and January. The nearest railway station is Chenganur railway station is known as the gateway of Sabarimala. Because devotees from Andhra, Telangana, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and the rest of India alight at Chenganur railway station for their pilgrimage, about 70% of devotees alight here, so railway is going to create a new railway line from Chenganur to Pamba, distance 75 kilometers. The devotees are expected to follow a vratham, a 41-day austerity period prior to the pilgrimage. This begins with wearing a special mala. A neck chain made of rudraksh or tulasi beads is commonly used, although other types of chains are also available. During the 41 days of Vratham, the devotee who has taken the vow is required to strictly follow the rules that include following only a lacto-vegetarian diet. In India, vegetarianism is synonymous with lacto-vegetarianism, following celibacy, follow teetotalism, not using any profanity and have to control the anger, and allowing the hair and nails to grow without cutting. They must try their maximum to help others, and see everything around them as Lord Ayyappa. They are expected to bath twice in a day and visit the local temples regularly and only wear plain black or blue-colored traditional clothing. Many Hindu pilgrims also visit a mosque in Irumli dedicated to Vavar, a Muslim saint who according to tradition was devotee of Ayyappan. Millions of devotees still follow the traditional mountainous forest path approximately 61 kilometers from Irumli, 12.8 kilometers from Bandipiriar and 8 kilometers from Kalakayam, believed to be taken by Ayyappa himself. The Irumli route starts from Irumli to Aluda River, then crosses the Aluda mountain to reach Karivalam Thodu. Now comes the sacred Karimala crossing, from there to Cheryanavadam, Valiyanavadam and finally Pamba River. Then they have to climb Neelamala and enter into the Ganeshabedam, Sriramabeda Padam. Then comes the Aranmula Kottaram, which is one of the stops of holy journey Thiruvabharana Gashayatra, the grand procession of the divine jewelry. These days people use vehicles to reach the Pamba River by an alternate route. From Pamba, all the pilgrims begin trekking the steep mountain path of Nili Mala till Sabarimala. This route is now highly developed, with emergency shops and medical aid by the sides, and supporting aid is provided to the pilgrims while climbing the steep slope, which used to be a mere trail through dense jungle. The elderly pilgrims are lifted by men on bamboo chairs till the top, on being paid. Police were also attacked. A number of women were among the protesters, checking cars to see if they contained women of menstruating age and helping with the roadblocks. There were also reports of police damaging protesters' motorbikes. However, Ayyappan devotees in a large scale all over Kerala and also in other southern state of India namely Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka, protested against entry of women in 10 to 50 age group in Sabarimala. Large number of people participated in the protest, mainly women devotees. On December 26, 2018, devotees conducted Ayyappa Jyoti lighting diya or lamp all across the state of Kerala, Karnataka, covering a distance of about 765 kilometers from 6 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. against young women's entry to temple. Thousands joined in the event. The protesters were physically attacked in Kannur and the state government filed cases against 1,400 unidentified participants. Even other religious groups supported the cause of devotees. Prominent Jain Acharya Yudbhushan Suri Maharaj, also known as Pandit Maharaj, has said that sanctity was a religious issue and that it was connected to fundamental religious rights. Commenting on the Sabarimala temple row, Pandit Maharaj told India Today.in, whether it is Sabarimala or Jharkhand's Shikarji, the agitations are for sanctity, adding, religion talks about inner belief and sanctity. This should be respected. I am not against the judiciary or the Supreme Court, but they should not overlook the belief of the people. Also, Art of Living founder Ravi Shankar batted for the rules that have been traditionally followed at the Sanctum Sanctorum of the Ayyappa temple in Sabarimala. 2 women of menstruating age attempted to enter the temple on October 19, 2018 but were blocked by protesters about 100 m away. After the Vantrai threatened to close the Sanctum Sanctorum if the women attempted to ascend the 18 sacred steps, they turned back. Powered by Dubverse. After the hearing ended in February 2019, the court, led by the newly appointed Chief Justice, Mr. Ranjan Gogoi, issued an order to send the case to a larger bench of 7 judges so that the decision made on September 28, 2018, could be looked at again.